Yeah, we've seen a fair bit of Shen into Cho'Gath. It has not been favorable that often. But also, we haven't seen Maokai win that many matches.
There's TPs from both top laners.
Betty with some free shots over the wall, watching for the jump. Play back. That's Shen coming in. It's going to be a hit over onto Maxlor. Very, very low. Also on the bot side, Ignar has to flash over the wall, and looks like Misfits doesn't want everything about this just yet. They lose Maxlor and quite a few flashes. Top laners in bot for themselves, so that's going to be a back from one. There's a Stand United coming in from MMD. Alfari teleporting in as well, and that's going to be the first one down onto Karsa. Means the smite is down, and Flash Wolves are going to look to get out of this one. Alfari flashes forward to shout it out, and MMD still makes it over the wall. Maxlor wondering if he should too. Slows it in, looking to get Power of Evil something, and they are going to be able to sink their fangs in. Sword Art doing everything he can to keep MMD alive, and Power of Evil
tank at the end of it, which also lets me kind of know the Flashers want to get going fairly soon.
One of my favorite type of positionings, up and down on that mid lane. It means somebody is getting in a fight
in the mid lane to crack that turret.
Possible initiation, Hansam right in the middle of it, instantly deleted by Maple. They're playing the Bushwhack game, and they found Misfits wandering around in the jungle. This is where Flash Wolves catapult themselves into the lead, and they're going for Baron.
And now the jungler is dead for Misfits. There is no smite available. Misfits' best hope is for an Alfari steal, and they're not going to go for it.
That was the extension of that cycle as well. When you get mid lane priority from killing the turret, when you don't have vision in the river. Also,
that first win of World.
Oh, very dangerous situation for a dead Maple. He goes down immediately, and the pressure breaks now for Flash Wolves.
That's how you try and stop the 1-3-1. You have to kill.
Here they go.
Yeah, that Titanic. He's going to be able to crush down a bit of damage. Backs off the wave, so he can help.
has to fight
Karsa over the wall. 14 to 14 in smite, but it is about that feast, and it goes to Alfari. The fight ensues, and Ignar and everyone heading towards the top side for Sword Art. Alfari just tanking everything in the middle as Karsa has already fallen, and they're looking for more crowd control on the side of Flash Wolves, but are now running away from Misfits.
Doesn't even have flash.
Karsa looking from the side. Shots onto Maxlor. Hits onto Ignar now. They know where the HP is low, but Sword Art dies immediately. 45 seconds on the clock for Misfits to stay.
Alfari had a perfectly timed silence onto Sword Art there for that initiation.
An entire game in their
favor. This would be their opportunity. Watch for Sword Art with the Shen ult. He gets hooked though.
Gotta be careful. He goes down immediately. Sword Art still doesn't get the quickness in. It's gonna be Karsa trying to stop Misfits from getting into that fight, but they are still going. MMD is
not seeing the engages from Sword Art anymore. We're not seeing the Shen ulti onto Karsa anymore. And now Flash Wolves with their support dead. And Misfits with a great flash.
Oh, Flayed on the rocket jump. That's what he's been looking to do all game. Ignar coming out with the thresh pick. That's 3 down for Misfits. Or I'm sorry, for Flash Wolves as Misfits try to close the door. 8 to 4, 40 minutes in. Maple looking to run out of the base. He says walk this way, but Misfits doesn't even have to worry about it. The Nexus turrets are falling, and so are Flash Wolves' hope as Misfits close the door on the Flash Wolves World's run. The quickness once again in from Sword Art, the double kill for Power of Evil, and Misfits take down Flash Wolves.
So far behind in the mid game was Misfits, but they have the shot calling and the playmaking when it mattered most. Power and Evil and Ignar stuffed Sword Art again and again. A combination of miasmas and death sentences, and they just destroyed Flash Wolves in team fight after team fight to end that game.
And we talked about this Baron taking power of Misfits, combined with the ability that Misfits have of just playing around the Baron. It all comes